Good evening, I'm Nicholas Sanders.
And I'm Sydney Worthy, and this is Channel 14 News.
Audio Jungle.
Breaking news. Chateau d'If recently experienced a prison break. Never has there been an escape in the history of the prison, yet on Wednesday evening, the guards found that there was an escapee. Allegedly, prison guards say that Edmond Dantes tried to escape the prison and even killed the poor Abbe Ferreri. When it was time for the guards to dispose of the body, Edmond placed the corpse into his room and placed himself into the body bag. This man was thrown out into the sea, and eyewitnesses say to have seen a strange, disheveled man walking ashore and claiming to be a sailor. If you have seen Edmond Dantes, please report him to the authorities, for he is described to be mentally insane.
In other news, the entire world is talking about the recent marriage of Mercedes and Fernand Mondego. Her first love, Dantes, was imprisoned for conspiracy against the emperor, and he was arrested during their betrothal feast. The wedding of Fernand and Mercedes will take place on a beach right on the edge of the Isle of Monte Cristo. Everyone is welcome to come and support the newlywed couple.
You ever wanted to talk to somebody, send them a telegram, but you don't really know what to say? Just gotta send a picture. Here's the pictogram booklet for your images and needs for anything you need to do. You mean from triangles to elaborate shapes like buildings. Young Albert, how's it coming making a triangle?
Oh, well,
What's wrong, Albert?
you can't make the triangle.
Anyway, so, just come up to the store, call 678-777-7777 for all your pictogram booklets and images and needs.
Welcome back. I'm Nicholas Sanders with The Beat on the Streets. Monsieur Debray, the finance minister, and the wife of one of the most important bakers in Paris, Madame Danglars, were discovered to have been having an affair. While this may just be one of Madame Danglars' many flings, it comes at the time of her husband's bankruptcy. Debray and Danglars were eventually discovered by hotel staff after weeks of secretly rendezvousing in the hotel. According to some staff members, the two would cover their faces before they entered the hotel. This has been The Beat on the Street.
Now to Kenny on Camera 5. Kenny, can you hear us?
Yes, Nick, I can hear you. Well, Nick and Sydney, we are here to discuss none other than Edmond Dantes. Now, we are here in Lake Catalan, France, the place where his pre-wedding feast was held, in the same place where police came in with a warrant for his arrest. Now, before we had no information on why he was arrested, but sources now show that he might be a future Napoleon supporter. Now, we cannot confirm or deny any claims about his beliefs, but this is certainly one of the most interesting stories of 1815, and we'll be sure to follow up on this story. So now to Aaliyah with some fascinating interviews.
Thanks, Kenny. Now today we're going to be looking at some interviews, and you guys at home are going to decide whether you believe these claims that are made by our special source. Let's get to it.
My sources tell me that you're familiar with medicine, poison even. Is that true?
I am familiar with the practice, yes. Who is your source?
That's private information. Your stepdaughter, Valentine, do you love her?
Of course I do. I treat her like she's my own.
More than Edward, your biological child?
I love them both equally. You should know when she died that morning, I was speechless. I couldn't even stay in the room to comfort my own husband.
I'm sorry for your loss. Just a few more things. Did you know Edward would be receiving the money from the inheritance?
My husband controls all that, but I'm sure Valentine would want to know.
Or maybe Valentine didn't and you knew that. That's why you poisoned her.
No more questions.
Cut.
So as you know, you will be going to court soon. Care to enlighten me about it?
All I can say is I did not commit the crime accused of me.
Crime? So you're only being accused of one thing.
A man like me should not be accused of anything. Is there something you know that I don't?
No. From your statement, I see that you said you're the one that discovered Ali, his wife, and his daughter dead, being they got killed when the Turks and took over Greece.
Yes, that's true.
Then how did you get away?
It involves a lot of fighting and violence. I don't want to waste your time and get into all that. You know, plus I'm not the only soldier that survived.
But you are the only soldier who got wealthy after it. Makes you wonder, maybe you were involved in the deaths and got paid a lot for it.
How dare you question my honor like that? I would not take part in such a betrayal.
Maybe my source is wrong, but we'll see.
We will.
Merci. Bonjour, Danglars. I'm here to ask you about Edmond Dantes. How long did you know him?
I've known Edmund ever since he started working on the Pharaon.
Well, was he liked on the ship? Did you like him?
He was very well liked on the ship. All the crew members liked and respected him, and even Monsieur Morel, one of the ship owners, liked him so much that he was going to promote him to captain. Edmund did always do what he was told, which is probably why he is where he is now.
What do you mean by that? Do you mean the jail? Do you know why he's in jail? Do you think he did it?
Oh, no. I'm not exactly sure what happened to young Edmund, but I'm sure that he didn't do what he's convicted of. It was so sad to see him go. He was so happy and in love.
I mean, you must know something. You are next in line to get the job since he's in jail. Admit it. You are jealous of Dantes, and that's why he is where he is.
How could I be jealous of a man who will sadly spend the rest of his life behind bars? Maybe you shouldn't find Fernand Mondego and be asking these questions.
Why?
We'll just have to see.
Merci. Now that you've seen the interviews, what do you think? Do you think Madame de Villefort poisoned Valentine so her son Edward could get the money? Do you think the Count killed his benefactor to get money? Do you think Danglars was jealous of Edmund and that's why Dantes went to jail? Well, the truth shall come to light soon. Now, let's go to Nick with the obituary.
Thanks, Aaliyah. It's cold out here. I'm freezing. But old Dantes was a great human being. He was a great father. He waited for his son to come home from the Pharaon. He even paid off Caderousse and starved because he paid off the money. But when his son went off to prison, he tried to survive but failed. Though he tried to get his son out of prison, he did not succeed. So, old Dantes, this one is for you. Well, that's all the news we have for you today, folks. But until next time, I'm Nicholas Sanders.
And I'm Sydney Worthy, and this is Channel 14 News. Hope to see you again.